Walk to 423 Atlantic Avenue. The X-Lax Building Co-ops are an icon of Atlantic Avenue and Boerum Hill. The original building at 435 to 443 Atlantic Avenue was constructed in 1891 as a bottling establishment for Anheuser-Busch Brewing, under the guidance of local beer bottler named Herman Thimmig. Anheuser-Busch in St. Louis succeeded in 1881 at figuring out the basics of artificial refrigeration, making the possibility of brewing pasteurized beer in one location, bottling it at another, and then shipping it considerable distances a possibility. The brewers were soon scrambling to build new bottling facilities that had nearby access to railroads. With the Long Island Railroad facility nearby at Flatbush Avenue and the Long Island Beer Market beyond to the east, refrigerated rail cars were soon bringing barrels of Anheuser-Busch export beer to 435-43 Atlantic for bottling, with help from horse stables and wagons next door at 431-433. There was also the St. Louis Café, complete with a well-stocked saloon at 443, where locals could have dinners and popular entertainment. The facility thrived up until the approach of World War I, an anti-German sentiment finally succumbing to the start of Prohibition in 1919. The building complex was eventually sold to the X-Lax Manufacturing Company around 1925, resulting in 431-433 Atlantic being rebuilt for manufacturing in 1926. An additional manufacturing area being built in 1928 behind the main building, and the purchase and demolition of several old houses next door for a new 1932 headquarters building at 423-429. By the 1940s, a long sign, the height of where today the X-Lax Incorporated lettering in the arch at 423 is, ran the length of the facility to the right, stating the home of X-Lax, the chocolate laxative. Rumors abound that monkeys were kept in cages atop the facility for testing the effectiveness of X-Lax. The company also thrived in the facility until moving manufacturing operations to Puerto Rico in 1975. The building complex was recycled in 1979 into 57 co-op apartments in a novel and ultimately successful attempt to revitalize Atlantic Avenue. Walk to 368 Atlantic, the Deity Lounge. 368 Atlantic Avenue was once a southern outpost in the history of Jews in Boerum Hill, when it was commonly known as the Jacob Joseph Hebrew Institute until about 1977. It was built as a school for Jewish children in the area of Atlantic Avenue and Bond Street in 1917, on the site of a former neighborhood employment agency. The full name was Talmud Torah Beth Jacob Joseph, and it held religious services every day. It began a slow decline during the Great Depression as Jews began to move away from the Boerum Hill area until it was secularized and became a furniture store, Time Trader Antiques, around 1980. Today it is the upscale Deity Lounge. The owner brought a New Age theme of primeval deities to the cocktail lounges he designed for the street and cellar levels of this 1917 building. One soundproof lounge is decorated with radiant stained glass triptychs of the goddesses of earth and air. The other, upholstered in black tufted satin, has mirrored columns of hexagram formation, all by Brooklyn artists. A separate entrance leads to the tenants' floors, and at the top to the Dunson's spectacular 100-foot deep apartment in bronze and burgundy hues. divided by glass doors in the middle and climaxing at the southern end with a sizable copper bathtub, an oval rococo bed. Don't worry, a rabbi deconsecrated all this. The Boerum Hill Association thanks you for attending the Boerum Hill House and Garden Tour of 2008. Please remember to join us again in 2 years to see how we continue to grow graciously. We thank our participating restaurants for their wonderful catering donations. Also, another thank you to our supporters for their donations which make this event possible. Enjoy Boerum Hill and the rest of your day.